Okay, just, you want me to start again? Okay, basically click this here, here. So you can see on the YouTube. You go here, create, then go to system, thought. Tell you what I do again lah. Hiya. Sedih lah. Okay, this is the robot. Okay, it has a mesh. So put this mesh. Hey, listen again, listen. Okay. It has a mesh. Make sure you have a layer called mesh. Okay. Tell you what, I'll create one point. Two mesh point. Okay. Two point mesh. Now it is fully controllable. You can hide it, you can unhide it, you can select this, the whole thing, whatever in the layer, it's exactly like Photoshop. Okay? Alternate X and then freeze it. Alternate X is see-through. Alt X see-through. Okay, together. Alternate X. See-through. Okay? Scarier. Okay, I don't know what is in biped. Okay, now create another layer called 222 biped. Okay, happy with your biped? Very important, huh? Don't miss out on this. Telling you guys, whoever wants to learn, learn. Don't want to learn, don't learn. Okay. Now, create a body. Make sure everything is synced well. Alright. It's okay if you don't see anything much. First thing you see is everything is offset. Okay. That's fine. Don't worry. Name your root name. Or go here. The wheel. Okay. Once you have created, go to the wheel. Modes and display. See the name. Click on that. Say 222. Okay. 22 biped. 22 biped. Sounds bad, huh? The kutu biped already. Okay. 22 biped already is there. Now the character is a fake man. You see this little figure mode here. Click on this. Now you can edit the attributes accordingly. You can adjust. This is the body. This is everything. Hand, finger, head, everything. Okay? Since you're happy with that, not happy, okay. You see this track selection? This is something cool about bones. Okay, one thing that you have to understand in bones is, number one is the mother, the root. Alright? Every single human has a root. You know what I mean? That's your center of gravity. That's where you move. You know, your body will move. So, in order for you to understand, number one is for you to know some anatomy. Know something about yourself. Okay? You want to know about yourself? Very simple. You stand up, just move your body a little bit. Okay? Everything goes to the center, and this is where the body moves. Okay? This is where it will make sure that every other part of the body aligns. Right? It stabilizes. Okay? So that will carry. When you move, it will carry, it will carry, it will carry, and this is something about animation, a little bit about animation, right? Once you have that in mind, now, in order for you to do biped, okay, we just talk about biped. We are not going to talk about bones. We are not going to talk about cat, right? Just biped for today, right? So when you talk about biped, to move your character around, basically you have to have all this track selection selected. Track selection is where the root, right? In a layman's term, root. Okay? So you bring this up, make sure your grid is on or not on, up to you. Horizontal, vertical, whichever way. There's only two ways. Right? Horizontal, vertical, rotation. Okay? So that's how you do. That's all you can control. Alright? Of course you can move everywhere. Okay? So you have to understand this. You have to really understand this. Okay? So I love to lock all this. Lock in a sense of every time I do a key, everything is, all the data is collected. Whether I rotate, I don't rotate, I create a key, Sorry, I'm a bit struggling a little bit because I didn't sleep so far, correct? So my speech is a little bit off today. But anyways, you have to have all three. I would strongly suggest that. Why? Because you don't want to miss out. If let's say in animation you have to understand a little bit of animation, right? So when you have this three lock, it's best. If you don't lock, if you move here, right? And then you think, and then a few keys, let's say 20 strings. This from here to point A, let's put here point A, B, and C. Alright? So I move from here to here, maybe 5 to 10 strings. Right? From B to C, maybe 50, 60. No, depending on what your timing is. Right? So I create a key, just horizontally moving. Right? All this is key. Data is collected. And then suddenly you go here, point C, and then you rotate with your auto key on. You just wrongly rotate it. No, like that. Right? So the key is already been created. Now what happens is automatically from 0 the character will start moving. Moving until the key. So suddenly you will see like you have a movement, and suddenly in between say, oh, okay, I just a little bit on some more. So from here it's moving. So after that. You know what I mean? So you don't want to have that. Okay? So in order to avoid all this traffic, right? You very simple. It's not that you cannot do that. It's just it is sometimes for me either way doesn't matter, right? But I would always love to lock it. Right? So all the keys basically lock means I am going to create a key with all these three data to be calculated. Good. Are you listening? not, I can see it. Okay. So basically, you want to have all three locked, so it's easier. You don't have any hassle, alright? Of your character to be snapping or whatever it is, right? So just to play safe, keep it that way for now, right? Let's go as basic as possible. Alright, best is your character to be created on 0. Alright, it doesn't matter vertically how far you go, but of course within that 0, but your horizontal should be on 0 like this. So easier to split, easier to symmetry and so forth. Or even if you don't put it in 0, it doesn't matter, but 0 will be the ideal. Alright, the best way to put your character, to place your character on 0. You see my grid point, this is what I meant by 0. So anything that you can go straight to 0. Okay. Alright, now since you have created all these three, you have locked all these three track selections. So basically your route is now been selected. That's fine. You don't need to press auto key for when you're on figure mode. Figure mode is basically you are adjusting your bones accordingly to your mesh. Alright, your 3D mesh. Okay, now since you have done this, okay, happy, not happy, now you make yourself happy lah. So X normally will go to 0. Alright, so everything is now in proper. Not really, but you have something already. Okay, now you see the structure. When you open the structure, this is where it says, you can close this, mode and display. Now go to perspective mode, rotate and see, off your grid. Now you can off your grid. See how many fingers you have. You don't really have much. Okay, you only have this two clips that you're gonna have. Alright, whatever you want to call it. Alright, and then you see your limbs first, your toes. Do you need that particular toe? Do you really need? No. So it doesn't make sense. Right? Just be a little bit more critical on things. Right? So links, no need. Just make it 1 is enough, just for the sake of, you must have something, 1 at least. So just leave it as 1. Right? So because it doesn't really matter on that sense. Okay, now fingers we fix in a while. See middle here. How many segments or how many splines do you think the robot needs to move the upper body? I mean, you decide for your characters, alright? So for here, maybe you just need, this is your torso, your midpoint, alright? Your 2 pelvis bone, so called, right? And this is your body, this is your chest, this is the whole upper part. Because this robots are the most easiest to rig, because you're just thinking about very mechanical movement. Alright, it doesn't have to move like a human, whereby it has all the spline, nice bend and so forth. You don't really need that. All you need is just, okay, a basic logic, alright.